I'm pretty sure some people should remember this. It was a while ago, but this is what if Naruto had the unknown dojutsu. It's a collab with somebody. I'll put his name in since I don't know how to say his name. Or I think I do, but every time I say I butchered his name or something, and somebody says that I got it right in the comments, and I'm like, okay, I'm just not gonna say it. It might sound that I'm in the forest right now, and by a beach, but I'm not, just to tell you that. Somebody commented those things down before. But let's really get this started. We left off with the fight between Orochimaru and Naruto. Wait, did Sasuke get the curse mark? I'll say he still gets the curse mark in this one, just because. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I did, or did I just leave it out? And all that. But he would get the curse mark. So right now he is down. But Naruto's not. So they're hopping through the forest. Sakura and Naruto carrying Sasuke. Trying to get as far away as that spot as possible. And trying to avoid enemies is what Sakura is trying to do. Until they would get to a waypoint by a river, sending down Sasuke. On this river, they're here to catch food. But Sakura wanted them to stop, so he would disagree with it. And catching food, Naruto would just throw a couple kunais in the water and catch them. But while they're eating for this one day, during night they would be attacked, which Naruto would sense by jumping up and using the wood dome to cover himself from the attack of wind. It would hit off the dome, and he would take it down. And he would see a sound ninjas with his palm out, and one with a gauntlet and a girl. Of course, the dude who just shot the wind would jump towards him. They're trying to punch him, but Naruto, of course, would easily block the punch and hit him back, sending him back, and the dude would throw the wind attack again, which Naruto, instead of blocking it, would dodge it above it, landing. Now, Sakura was blown in the back from the shockwave of the wind, and Sasuke too, and they'll be in the back. The girl would see Sakura and go over there and pretty much do the same thing and grabbing her hair, but Sakura would cut it and do her best to protect herself until I would say Naruto would call her useless, raising his hand, saying wood spikes, pretty much with spikes appearing from the ground, which would stab into the girl. Then he would say, turn the wood into ash, which the wood would ignite into fire, which would burn the girl where she was standing. So she would be pushed to the side by Naruto easily. Now the wind dude was continuous attack until he uses wood binding onto him, which he creates pretty much 3 wood pillars come from the ground and wrap around him. And he would dash over there, and he would punch him in the face with a barrage of these. But this is where pretty much the team leader would jump behind them using his sound gauntlet that would go into his ear, and it would make him disoriented. His ear would be bleeding, but he would have pulled off a move. He would do a wind style, flinging his hands to the ground, shooting off wind slices, pretty much, which barraging these everywhere. He would eventually hit the dude, cutting him, and he would pretty much jump up there and go to slam his fist into him, but it would miss since he's pretty disoriented. But he knows he's close to him, so he would throw his elbow back and forth until he would hit him into the stomach, winning that battle. With Sasuke waking up in the rage form, sort of, but what he sees is Naruto completely bodying people easily. So, if he does this, he would of course pass out from the pain for a while, or not fall back down, and all that. But Naruto would be up here, and they would pretty much win that battle. But the sound ninjas that were there would have been taken down and go off. Of course, no Lee helped them. No. And then Chikacho tactics happened and all that. But they would be running back and they would run into Kabuto. Of course, Naruto and Sasuke, since I'm pretty sure Sasuke was suspicious of him, would be on their guard while they're walking through the forest with them, which it seems like he's not doing anything. But eventually, Naruto would notice the first time this happens that they seem that they're in a Genjutsu since they went to the same place and all that, so he would stop and he used his sensory's ability and all that, and he would look around and tell his team to stop, saying that somebody put us in the Genjutsu. Doesn't this look familiar? Pointing to the bug that was right there with the kunai in its head, which they would be like, you're right. So they would say that there's somebody nearby using that. Naruto would post chakra bursting out of his cells pretty much, which would disperse the Genjutsu for him. But the Genjutsu would put back on him, which he says that to them that they're just gonna reuse the Genjutsu on us. But eventually, 3 guys would pop out of the ground and go to fight them, which Naruto would do, completely just riding through them. But after he does this, he would notice that everyone that he cut would form another one popping out of it. So yeah. So he'd just be swinging his blade around to just stab into him and all that. But eventually, he would know that this is either a Genjutsu or some kind of clones, because they feel real. That means that they must be hiding in there. He would use his dojutsu, which he has since this is what if Naruto had an unknown dojutsu, using a similar ability of the Sharingan to sense chakra or see physical chakra, which he would see as chakra appear into one of those men beside them, with somebody popping out of it, swinging a 2-edged kunai, which Naruto would backhand, saying that it didn't pop whenever it had a reaction of pain. He would back off, telling them that they're here, they're just hiding in the ground and popping up whenever one of them attacks. So stay on guard. This is dojutsu activated and looking at them until one of them pop out and you just pretty much beat the crap out of them. While the team takes this advantage and dips out, while Naruto just completely breaks through all these things. And he would have made those clones that look like them. Whenever it looks like they're wore out, people come out, and the real people and the team would drop down. And Naruto would settle a finish a blow, saying wood war hammer. Pretty much he creates a fist of wood and he just punches through them. So yeah, they would make it through with the scroll that they already had from Orochimaru. And they win. They would walk into the place, opening up the scroll, and then Ruka would pop out for his tomb or his favorite student, Sasuke Uchiha, not Naruto in this one. Coming, he would congratulate Sakura and Sasuke, leaving out Naruto's name. But of course, they would go on, and they would go in. Since they came at the same time, they'll be instantly put into battle. Where Sakura's thinking if she sees say something about the curse mark. Of course, Sasuke says no, and she asks Naruto, and he would say, "I don't care. Do what you want." So she would not, because she's at a loss of what she should do. And the match would go on as usual, with all the matches happening the same until it's Sasuke's turn, which he'll do the whole Rock Lee oppression. Lion's Barrage, winning that battle all the way up to Naruto's battle. In Naruto's battle, it would end up with Naruto pretty much finding Kiba the same. But in the middle of fighting him, Kiba's all taijutsu skills, so that's what Naruto would use to beat him up. Until he gets annoyed whenever he does the whole beast clone things and charges at him. He would palm them both in the face, saying Gale Palm, which would be a Genjutsu, which would send a gust of wind from his palms, smacking them both into the walls. And you throw kunai at Akamaru, which would cut him enough that he would deform. Running up to Kiba, he would pretty much kick him in the stomach against the wall, which would completely hurt him and knock him out. They would be taken from the medics and go on. The fight against Lee, it was an epic battle, but Lee still lost by using his gates that harm his body. And Garrett crushed his bones. So yeah. Okay, so after this, it will be the training time between the preliminaries and all that, where if you want to learn new skills and all that, they can train for a month. And I'm not sure what to do, so I'll just leave this up to the other person to figure out what Naruto's gonna learn and all that. And peace out, I guess.